The Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro.
Sega challenges you with the ultimate video game, the Sega Master System, with twice as much memory as any other video game. Advanced video technology like scrolling backgrounds, graphics in 64 colors, digital sounds, and light phasers. And you can add to the excitement with sports pads, control sticks, and the first video games ever in 3D.
Sega's the one.
The Sega Master System. The challenge will always be there.
It's the most lethal G.I. Joe team yet. Capcom Street Fighter 2. No way! Wait. There's Guile, Ryu, Zangief, Blanca, and Dalsim. What's a Dalsim? Oh, some with real ninja moves. Hey!
But Troopers got Street Fighters too!
Vega, Sagat, Balrog.
And me, El Bison!
They look unbeatable. Ah! You know them, you love them. So Crypto! Capcom Street Fighter 2 figures each sold separately. Oh, I like them. It's Capcom Street Fighter 2. What's tougher than a Capcom Street Fighter? A Street Fighter's mother? No! How about the Crimson Cruiser with Championship Edition M. Bison and Street Slamming missiles? It's not as tough as Championship Edition Guile going boom in his Sonic Boom tank. Or the Beast Blaster. It comes with Championship Edition Blanca and Chun-Li and fires double trouble missiles. Street Fighter 2! Capcom Street Fighter 2, Sonic Boom Tank, Crimson Cruiser, and Beast Blaster come with Championship Edition figures, each sold separately. That's a lot of stuff! Capcom Street Fighter 2! You want them?
It's not exactly a party. Luckily, technology has produced a cure. It's called a Game Boy, the personal game-playing system from Nintendo, with lots of sports, action, and puzzle games to choose from. And it comes with a puzzle game Tetris. It could change your outlook.
I'm sorry, sir. Your flight's been delayed. Cool.
Game Boy by Nintendo. Have you had your fun today?
Are you hungry? Hungry as a gremlin? Here's gremlin cereal.
Gremlins, bite after bite. What a tasty way to satisfy a gremlin appetite.
Gremlins is a deliciously sweet crunch.
Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet. Whoa, careful there.
Oh, my hat. It's
your 90s is showing.
90s, I know, right? It's those dirty 90s, man. That's what I'm all about.
Right.
Yeah. Vodka.
So, podcast, yes. We are the Woody Harrelson of podcasts.
The Danny DeVitos of digital media, ladies and gentlemen.
The only recipient of the Wooden YouTube Award, which, by the way, we still have to get updated. It still says wrong show,
everybody,
folks.
I feel
we're
like
a network now.
I feel like our fans, all four of you, are doing not a great job. And I'm going to have to call you out and say that, listen, what
you could do better. Yeah.
We're giving you this stuff for free. Okay. All you need to do is just hit subscribe, ring a notification bell, leave a comment, let us know you're there. And we give you all this stuff for free.
For free.
And what are you doing?
We didn't start no Patreon.
No Patreons. Like, listen, if you want to pay $5 a month, go ahead. Venmo me.
OnlyFans coming, though.
OnlyFans coming 2022. Had a little bump of the road this year. But listen. It's coming 2022. Gonna need it soon.
It's 2022 now.
It's 2022. OnlyFans. OnlyFans 2022. That's what we're gonna be doing. I really need to fix
That's
this.
right.
I'm just a mess. I'm a mess.
See, I can't wear those hats, A, because they're snapbacks and they're the devil. But B, here in the Sunshine State, if I wore that, I would have like this half circle.
Well, yeah.
Like tanned into my forehead.
I mean,
so that'd be
that's
no
a risk
bueno.
I'm willing to take. The problem is that I like the trucker style because it lets my hair and my head breathe a little bit because it's so
right.
Because
you have hair, you son of a bitch.
I mean, I still have hair. Although, so something happened today, which I wasn't really too keen on. I had to mow my lawn.
Oh, okay.
Which, I don't like doing.
Right.
Do
Nobody does.
because I'm a responsible homeowner.
Right.
So I bought myself a lawnmower and a weed whacker, and it's hot, man.
Brother, let me tell you.
Brother, let me tell you, it is hot out there for a fucking homeowner. Like, and I went out at like 8 a.m. because like I sort of had the day off, but like, you know, since I'm the only one not having a good time, I had to at least stay at home and check the website. So I was like, well, you know, if I got the day off, like I could go to the gym. You know, we have guests who are staying with us for the week, but they are also working, so it's not like we can go out and party. At least during the day. But so I was like, you know what, I could go to the gym, but I'm not going to do that. I got responsibilities. Mow my lawn. I feel like I need to get up at like 4 a.m. to mow my lawn next time, because I literally came back inside, head to toe, soaking wet. Had a trucker hat on, didn't do shit.
Okay.
Just moist all the way.
You gotta get that safari hat, brother. That's how you get it.
We were looking at
safari hat.
Well, okay. So I've got the rubber boots. I finally got the rubber boots.
Okay. Yep. You got the goulashes.
I got. Well, are those technically goulashes?
Sure.
How do you spell goulashes? Ghoulloush.
Well, I think it's more like a ghoul.
Ghoulish.
Yeah.
No, it just says mask.
They're coming back, folks.
No, wait. Goulash is a soup.
It's an Italian dish. Yes.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
They're galoshes.
Galoshes. You're saying goulashes. Like,
I mean, it's, maybe I'm hungry. I don't know.
I don't know.
When was the last time you had a good goulash?
I don't know. What is goulash exactly?
It's basically like it's basically like Hamburger Helper if you replace the cheese with tomato paste.
Okay, get a sweet bucket hat.
Bucket hat.
Is there such a thing?
As a sweet bucket hat?
Yeah.
Oh, brother, they're all sweet. I'm pro bucket hat. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
I'm pro bucket hat.
Okay. This is an area I haven't dipped my toes in since like 95. I'm sorry. Hang on. I need to do a thing. Hang on. I don't know what's going on, but there is something inside of me and I don't like it. I don't know what it is. There's been like something in the back of my throat and sinuses for what seems like 3 weeks now, and it's just like every now and then it just like pops its head out and like jabs me. I should probably see a doctor, but like I've got a lot going on right now and I just don't have the time.
I have no idea how to respond to this at all. Like, that was the most disgusting thing that's ever happened on this show. By far more disgusting than any joke I've ever made. But
let's see. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, go get that checked out, would you? You got insurance?
I think I do. Wait, I want to look at the replay. Hang on. I'm looking at this. How bad did this look? Oh, yeah, that was pretty terrible. Okay, yeah. The fuck are we talking? What is going on? I feel like we have not done this show in a month and a half.
Well, the weeks are getting longer, or shorter, depending on who you ask.
Depending on who you ask.
Right, exactly.
It's already the end of July. August is in like 3 days.
Jesus Christ!
How does that make you feel?
Well, okay, so I'm super stoked because the goddamn kids are going back to school.
Oh,
so like, very excited about that.
No more virtual learning?
No, just summer vacation, brother. Like, you know, when we left the great state of New York, the kids were still in school,
right?
But the kids were out of school down here, so there wasn't really like a transfer type of thing. So like, they got like an extra long summer vacation per se. And let me tell you, if you ever try to get your kids enrolled in school in another state, nobody makes it easy. Listen, nothing's easy.
No.
Okay. We had such a Bergman in the chat. Get an Aussie chiller hat. You can soak it and keep you cool.
Okay, Aussie chiller, hit us up. Sponsor the show. I'll buy a hat.
You cheap motherfucker.
I said I'll buy a hat.
Anyway, so it was a son of a bitch getting them enrolled. Because, you know, like, okay, so, you know, they want to make sure that they got their shots, and they want to make sure that they got their physical, and they want to make sure that they're healthy, and all this nonsense.
Florida doesn't care about any of that.
That's what I thought. That's why we moved here. I thought things were going to be easier. I thought you could disappear in Florida. Apparently you can't.
Yeah, just
unless you go into the swamps.
Go to the swamps,
and then
find a gator.
And then the anacondas and the gators will get you, which we're going to get to because it's a real problem.
Okay.
So we go to try to sign the kids up for school, and we hand them all the stuff, and they're like, we can't take this. And we go, what do you mean? They go, sir, these are New York papers. We need Florida papers.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? What's the difference? Like, you know, like our education's better in New York. Like, doesn't that count for something? That. It's fair. That, I guess, with one man's opinion. But so we're like, okay, well, how do we get these New York documents into Florida documents? And they go, oh, we don't know. And we're like, what?
They don't know. Isn't it like their job to know?
You would think.
You know,
you would think. So,
so they are the people who like need to take that stuff in.
Right. So we look it up, and they're like, okay, well, you can just bring your records to a pediatrician. They'll put it in their computer and then reprint them out with a goddamn different fucking title of paperhead or whatever the fuck type of thing. And so we're like, okay, well, we had to take the boy we had to find a doctor when we got here because the boy was turning 5 and he needs his usually physical type of thing. So we had one picked out type of thing. But when we were there to get his first thing, we gave him the old doctor's name. They're supposed to transfer the records type of thing. And so we call him like, did you get the records? They're like, no. And we're like, okay. So we call the doctor in New York, and they're like, hey, can you give us the records? And I'm like, yeah, we'll email them right over to you. 5 minutes, done. We had them. And we're like, okay. We call the Florida pediatrician, and we're like, we have the records. Can we bring them to you? And they're like, yes, just bring them right in. So the wife goes to bring them right in, and they go, you don't have an appointment. And we're like, we just called. We just talked to you. Like, you told us to come in.
Right.
And they're like, you're cutting the line. And we're looking, there's not a motherfucker in here. And it's like, okay, sorry. Can you do this? Our child needs to go to school because they've been at home for too long.
You know what?
They've beaten DC Legos 4 times.
They need to learn math. They need to learn social studies. Well, no, wait, you guys aren't doing social studies in Florida anymore. I forgot.
No, we're doing revised history.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, it was a bitch and a half to get everything settled in.
I've gotten to a point where I'm now beyond losing my temper. and like yelling at people about shit like this,
right?
And I'm just like asking more questions. You know, like, why didn't they show up? Well, we don't know. Okay, why don't you know? Isn't it your job to know? Like correct me if I'm wrong, please. Because
good for you.
We had
good for you.
God. Well, because okay, so like I told the fucking story about how like our ceiling was leaking in the kitchen.
Yes.
And we didn't know what it was from.
Go back in the archives.
Go back in the archives and look. Yeah, it was a whole fucking story. And I asked the guy because there was like we found a whole bunch of trash in our attic. I was like, who's gonna clean that up? And he's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, well, we want somebody to come clean it. And he was like, well, that ain't gonna happen. And I'm like, okay.
Yep.
We'll figure it out. And I was like, one thing at a time. And then
the wife in the chat had to be like, I'm not leaving until you give me the fucking paperwork. Yeah, so you kind of have to demand it.
Yeah. So they fixed the leak. They had to fix the ceiling. They came by, they fixed the ceiling, did a fucking terrible job, made a mess. And they still had to paint. And we were supposed to come by and paint the next day. Nobody showed up. and like this other guy called me. I'm like, yeah, nobody showed up. He was like, they didn't show up. I'm like, they didn't show up. He's like, well, how come they didn't show up? I'm like, I don't know. This is your company that you work for. You fucking tell me, dude. He was like, okay, well, we can reschedule to. He goes, what day would be good for you next week? I was like, Tuesday. Make it Tuesday. He goes, okay, they'll be there Tuesday. Tuesday, nobody shows up. Today, nobody shows up. So I call, motherfucker, screening my calls because I call, leave a voicemail. He calls me back like 10 seconds later. And I'm like, this is your work phone and you're screening phone calls. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, so what happened? I'm like, nobody showed up. He's like, oh, that's weird. I'm like, no shit, it's fucking weird.
That's odd. Strange.
No. What the exact thing was, he's like, so wait, they were supposed to show up yesterday. I was like, yes, we scheduled it for yesterday. Nobody shows up. He just goes, oh, dang it. And then, cool, man. And he's like, well, we're going to charge them. I'm like, okay. How does that help me? You're going to charge them more money to do a job for you. How does that fix my ceiling? So I asked him, like, when's the next time you can get them out here? He goes, well, we can do Friday. I'm like, Friday's not going to work. Well, we can do Monday. And I'm like, at this point, okay.
Right.
But I asked the question. I go, what happens? What are we going to do if nobody shows up again? And he's like, well, I could just give you a gallon of paint.
Motherfucker.
I wanted to yell so fucking loud. I'm like,
motherfucker.
I told myself, I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, man. A gallon of paint. Yeah, if you don't want to wait, we can just send you a gallon of paint right now, and you can take care of it yourself. How about we wait until Monday? And if nobody shows up, we'll figure it out. And he was okay with that. And what he told me was that's one thing that they cannot control is making people show up to the location to do the work that they're
See, you phrased it a little bit nicer than I would have phrased it. Because I would have said that we'll see what happens Monday. And if nobody shows up, I will be calling my lawyer. That's how I would have phrased it.
I think
those motherfuckers ruined your goddamn ceiling.
Yeah. I think if Monday nobody shows up, there's going to be we'll say I don't want to say a threat.
Aggressive negotiation.
We'll just say there will be words, and it may turn into
Bergman. What's the line?
Bergman, what's the line? Bergman, Bergman, what can I do? What can I do?
What's within the? Where's the gray area?
Where's the gray area?
Yeah, let us know where the gray area is.
Yeah. So, but I mean, other than that, I think just. I'm learning that people don't give. We talked a little bit about this again before. Like, people just don't give a shit.
No,
we finally got our settlement from the claim we had to submit when we had our washer dryer installed.
Oh yes,
and like they fucked up my floor.
Okay. Yeah.
The woman emailed me back, and she said, we are willing to pay you $250 for the damage. I was like, okay. And I peeked my head into Christy's room, and I'm like, hey, so they told us for the damage that they did. Not Barton, Texas, not good at real estate. Make whatever. All right, Ryan, we're going to do it. Thank you, Bergman.
Don't get sued, folks.
Make whatever threat you want.
That's the master right there.
So I popped my head in Christy's room. I was like, hey, so they got back to us. They said for the damage to the floor, $250. And she's like, take it. We're good.
Okay.
I'm like, okay.
You got something.
I got something. You know what? Got something. And at this point, we can be fucking done with it. there's still like a little part of me that like still wants to go at Lowe's for the way they treated us, but I'm just no.
No, you're just a Home Depot guy now.
I'm a Home Depot guy now. I'm the
There you
big I'm
go.
the big orange brand, although I don't think I really like them too much, anyways.
Well, nobody likes either of them.
Nobody likes either.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like everybody likes Amazon, but like when you need like a screw for a thing, you're not gonna wait 2 days for the fucking thing.
No, I mean,
but if I'm buying a goddamn ceiling fan, you goddamn right I'm getting it from Amazon because A, it'll be $20 cheaper, and B, it means that I don't have to go anywhere.
I mean, that is true. Although I will say a lot of other places have been stepping up their delivery game, except for those. Fuck those guys.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with any of that.
Well, we're gonna put it to the test because I've got an appliance delivery in about 2 weeks from Home Depot.
Oh,
so we'll compare and contrast notes.
Keith Harris, you got lowballed. People try to hit us up for worse damage than we didn't even cause, and we end up paying more often than not.
Oh, so you got fucked. Thanks, Keith.
Well, I mean. Can I have anything? Can I just have like a little ounce of peace? Can it just be like
perfect timing?
Because like here's the thing, like this is about to turn into like a fucking like revenge flick thriller. Like I just. I know, this is what they do. This is what the system does. The system just tries to break you down and fuck you over until you go, you know what? It's not worth the aneurysm that's close to bursting in behind my fucking eyeball. Let's just fucking be done with it. That's what they're waiting for. I get that.
But you know what? You walked away with something.
I walked away with something. But like, and now I got this other fucking issue I got to deal with. My goddamn ceiling.
Right.
Want some fucking peace, man.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
I just want to mow my lawn.
He's right.
I just want to mow my lawn. That's all I want to do. I just want to mow my lawn and be sweaty and just deal with that. That's all I want to do.
Well, there you go. Push mower, not riding.
Dude. I know it's Texas and we basically live in farmland, but it's not that big of a space.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah,
a lot of frogs. And I don't want to run them over,
brother. The frogs are taking over.
I like the frogs. We've got a nice frog that lives out front. His name is George. He's got a family.
Oh, did you kill it?
No, I'm not gonna kill. No, he's taking care of business for us.
Well, fuck.
We got a bug problem. Cool. I'm gonna give him peanut butter.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. Little treat.
Frogs love peanut butter.
What the fuck else were we gonna? We had like a list of shit we were gonna talk about. What was one of the things we were going to talk about?
We, right before the show, we were like, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about this, and this. You know what we've talked about? None of that stuff. One man, one settlement, one axe to grind. Kevin Graham stars in Claim Check.
It writes itself, folks.
Are you watching the Olympics?
Oh, fuck no. That shit's the biggest goddamn scam.
Fuck the Olympics. Who gives a shit?
Fraud, bullshit. And first off, listen, can everyone get off Simone's dick? All right, listen.
Okay.
None of you can do what she can do. Oh. Period. Let the woman have her thing. Jesus Christ.
Fucking A.
Anyway, first off, fuck the Olympics. They don't pay those goddamn athletes anything, and they get all the goddamn commercial money. They get all the goddamn sponsorship money. They're building towns for the goddamn Olympics. There's tax breaks involved. They're all cheating anyway. And like, who are we to be like, hey, yo. Phelps, he swam real fast. Yay, America!
Oh,
it's like we didn't do anything.
There was a guy.
Phelps, yeah.
Oh fuck! I sort of saw this clip in passing. If anybody in chat knows what I'm talking about, feel free to correct me because I'm sure like 90% of it's going to be wrong. There was a swimmer. I want to say it was from this year. There's a clip I saw in passing where this guy like won a swim race. And they were interviewing him, and they were like trying to get some excitement out of him, and he was like, "Yeah, like I basically just touched the wall first." And they were like, "Well," he goes, "Yeah, you know, like I just, you know, it's not like I broke a record or anything. I just swam and I touched the wall. It's not that big of a deal."
That's great.
Like, cool.
That's phenomenal.
He gets it, I guess. I think
well
he gets
done.
It. He might get it. Yeah. Like, more people need to be like that. Yeah, I just did this a little bit better than everybody else. Although, I want to make I think Bergman might be on it. I want to make a suggestion to the Olympic Committee.
Okay. I think they have a suggestion box.
And I'm pretty sure they're listening. The pentathlon.
Well, everyone's listening.
The pentathlon, I think it's called.
The pentathlon.
The pentathlon. It's like the 5 events that you got to do.
Is that what that is?
Pretty sure. So there's like, it's a 5 event course. It's shooting, it's fencing, it's horseback riding, running, and swimming. I think they need
Keith, just pay the athletes. Pay the athletes. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't get dick for nothing.
Right. Get dick for something.
Right. Please pay for it.
Pay for that dick. Fucking Bezos did, and he blasted off into space.
He rode that rocket.
Sure fucking did, man. Good for him.
Decathlon, 10 events.
No. So these people need to shoot, and then they need to run, and then I think they go like horseback riding to fencing to swimming. It's like in some kind of order like that. I think they need to completely redo it because it's all fucking dumb, and none of that is going to help you in a real world situation. Because apparently this event is based on like a real world situation that happened back in like the 1800s or some bullshit, where like some guy had to ride a horse and like fire a gun and stuff. But because like the way the event is structured is you shoot a laser gun at a target. And then when you're the first one to hit 5 shots, you run to the next event.
Is this a real thing?
It's a real fucking thing, I swear to God.
Is this a real thing?
And they can make it so much cooler, and I'm going to show you how to make it cooler. So, and then they like run to the next event, and then they do the event, and then like they like horseback ride to the next event, and then they jump off and swim. I think what they need to do, okay? The first modern pentathlon is what you're discussing. Yes, we have. Have I not established what I've been talking about? Am I having a stroke right now?
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. So
it's a modern pentathlon, okay? You fucking shoot, you ride, you swim, you run.
Is that like a He-Man episode?
They should make it like a He-Man episode. That's what I'm getting to. Is
okay.
First thing you should have to do, okay? Like laser tag style shooting. Okay. Make it difficult. Make it like interesting. Okay. Laser tag. You got to knock out 5 targets. You got to knock out 5 people.
Zombies.
And then you run to the next event. But as you're running to the next event, like through the woods, attackers. People jump out from behind trees with swords. And then it's a sword fight. Then you got to fight off people with the fucking swords.
You just want to LARP.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a classic version before this in ancient Greece, and I'm sure they killed real tigers in the middle of it.
Maybe, I don't know. And Keith, the assertiveness wasn't about my sailing. It was just, I believe you missed that whole story. Anyways, so they fucking jump out, and it's a fucking sword fight, and then you gotta like kill 5 people. Not really kill them, but then you gotta like beat 5 people, and then you get on your horse. And then you ride your horse to the swimming event, which you then have to jump off the horse into the water, swim across the lake where there's like sea creatures that are trying to like grab you and pull you down. You got to fight those fuckers off, and then you get out and you run to the finish line. It would be so much. See, this is why the Olympics are bullshit, because nobody cares, because it's just people running.
That, and like you could get all that in an episode of MXC. So
exactly. Listen, they've got skateboarding as an event now. BMX riding as an event now.
Right.
Let's get some obstacle courses. Let's get some MXC. Let's get some fucking Wipeout, whatever that shit John Cena's doing these days.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't even see him.
No.
The classic was running, wrestling, javelin, long jump, and discus. Listen, like the discus confuses me. Like Frisbee's fun.
Right.
And kudos to those fuckers that can Frisbee golf. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm lucky if I can just get it to where I want it to go. Let alone try to make a birdie or an eagle. Other golf terms. I don't golf, folks.
Ace.
I don't understand it. I do putt pretty good.
Putt.
Yeah. Other than that, but like the discus, like they were just throwing stones, right?
No, that's I believe that's a different event.
Oh, okay.
Where they actually
that's the lottery.
That's the lottery. I guess.
So I thought of a game.
Okay.
What a segue, folks.
Why is this the best show ever?
So for those of you that missed, last Thursday, Don't Be an Asshole was not on.
No.
Me and the wife played a brand new game of her design. I thought it went pretty well, besides the fact that the power went out in the middle of it. But other than that,
I thought yeah. From what I saw,
so that's why it's
so far
it's chopped up into 2 parts. As Brainwreck's resident golfer, those terms are of golf terms. Okay. Well, good. I'm surprised at myself. So we played a brand new game called Prime Fails.
Okay.
It was based on Amazon trying to figure out what they were trying to sell. So we came up with a brand new game, and I was thinking when we were out, you guys were doing video game date night.
Yeah.
For your fill-in show, which was a smash hit, and it got me thinking about that game and how, man, that was a nice twist to what you thought you'd be playing as a dating sim. You know, it turned out not to be a dating sim type of thing. And I was thinking, I was on the shitter playing football, and I was thinking to myself, man, I got a cool idea for a game. It's like you start off like one of those manager sim type things, you know, where you manage a team, type thing. You draft your players, you get to play the game. You know, they come to you with their issues. You got to try to resolve them. You know, you set the training, you hire the coaches, all sorts of things. And then, you know, when you're playing the game, it'll pop up like, oh, so-and-so got injured and he's out for 4 games type of thing, you know? Or so-and-so got pulled over by the police. Do you fine him? Do you not fine him? It's going to affect the morale of the team, et cetera, et cetera. And then you have one pop up that says, your star quarterback was murdered in a hotel room last night. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Okay, you fucking psychopath.
And then the running back gets murdered. And then the game actually turns into a murder mystery where you have to see which player on the team has been murdering everybody.
Oh, it's somebody within the team.
Well, of course, you're the coach. You got to figure it out. You know, you got to you got to snoop. You got to become a gumshoe.
So
and try to figure it out.
So this is a football GM game.
Yes.
That turns into a murder mystery game.
It's genius, right?
I mean, I have played dumber games. if that helps set any bar.
I don't know, Chad. What do you think? You got to back me up on this one. I think this is a home run.
How do you?
I think
so. Like, how much time?
But you don't.
How much time do you invest in the first half?
I mean, you got to go through at least like half a season.
Like half a season.
Yeah, to like trick people that it's going to be like an actual football game.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Harris.
This is why we can't have nice things. Anyway.
But anyway, I was like, it's got everything. It's got sports.
Okay.
There's clue element to it.
Element to it, sure.
You know, as Harris has so boldly pointed out,
location based. Yeah. Okay.
Right, and then like you could do little things where like you go to interview the kicker, because it's always the fucking kicker. Let's be honest. Like,
okay.
You go to interview the kicker and he's not in the locker room, and then all of a sudden like the door shuts and then the locker room's on fire and you got to escape through the window. So it's got a little that heavy rain type of thing to it, you know?
So that was going to be another question I had. Like, is this going to be all text based? Is this going to be like third person, first person? Is there going to be an action game element to it?
Well, I mean, it all depends on the budget. You know, like if we're like EA, like it's gonna be high budget, but it won't work.
It won't work.
If we're gonna be like, you know, like Telltale, like the story will be awesome, but it'll look like shit. So like, you know, it just kind of depends on what we're going with.
Okay. Like how does it resolve? Like what? Sim sports guys are usually very into their Sims, like Football Manager community. They would be stunned but pissed immediately.
Well, that's why you got to hook them. So like they're at least like they're, you know, the brain is just like, well, I gotta know who did it. That's my sports guy voice, by the way.
Okay, great. Okay. So like,
I think there's a home run.
Like, how does it conclude?
Maybe it's this type of thing where depending on your choices,
right?
You know, you get one of two endings, which is either you solve the murder, or you get Blair Witched.
Blair Witched.
Yeah. Like the video game.
Is there a paranormal element to this game as well, or are you bringing some phantasma into it?
No, but like basically, do we get to draft the kill? That is a huge plot twist. That would be amazing. But no, like the game ends like you find the killer, and then he goes to jail, and then like you're unemployed because you don't have a team anymore. Or
I don't think that's how that works.
Sure.
But I'm pretty
sure
it
worked at Toys R Us. They close the store. Everyone's unemployed.
So the team shuts down at the end?
Well, if you don't have any players or staff.
Well,
what are you going to do, draft a whole team?
So wait, and you're saying
I'm pretty sure you shut the fucking team down.
You're saying throughout the course of this game, all of the players and all of the staff get murdered?
Well, I guess it depends on like how quickly you can Jesus Christ, Harris. It depends on how quickly you can solve the mystery.
Okay.
You know, if you can't solve it, then, you know, they're going to drop like flies. Sure. But like it gets to the point where like maybe if there's like 3 of you left, it's kind of like that fucking game with the ship and the spies. What the fuck is that game?
What game?
The one you got me to try to play and they never invited me to play.
The game with the ship and the spies?
Yeah. What? And they're the little square people or the mailbox people. What the fuck game is this?
Oh, fucking Among Us.
Among Us, yeah. So it's
right.
Yeah, it's got that kind of feel to it. Like once you get down to a certain number of people, like you just get kidnapped, thrown in the trunk, and game over.
Okay.
Like
that's very interesting. And so Bergman actually brought something up that I was literally just about to say, which it sounds like you've got a little bit of Blitz the League in there, which if you never played, there was an element to like the season mode where you could do like very nefarious things. Like I think you could like put players on steroids. If I'm remembering correctly.
Oh shit.
You could pay to have prostitutes sent to the opposing team's hotel rooms. And what it would do so it would like so you would lose money from your organization, but it would like drop their stats.
Okay.
And you could do things like basically, yeah. So like there was a lot of shady tactics that you could do sort of behind the scenes. So it wasn't like quite a GM simulator, but like it had qualities of that where you could basically do like illegal shit.
So you could just be a real big piece of shit.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Although the game was very terrible to play because it took like forever to load. So I stopped.
So Bergman says, "Yep, you went to jail in the season mode as well." So
yep. So there was that. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to say this isn't a plausible idea.
I think it's great.
I feel like this is something you could possibly get off the ground. It'd be
trademark
wild.
this show.
Trademark this show. I feel like we'll have to plan this out further down the road.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
So the other thing you wanted to talk about was you've had guests over.
I mean, I wasn't gonna get too much into that. I was actually gonna say we need to talk about pythons because that's something I'm very interested in.
Oh, okay. All right. Jesus, I thought it was an I go, you go type of thing, but okay. We can get right into it.
I believe we've already covered that.
Did we? All right, cool. I can't remember. So, one thing that's happened here is moving to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Florida's wild. Okay. You never know what to expect.
Right.
When you go to Florida, like there's frogs everywhere. It's been raining in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Too, yeah.
So driving the other day, we're listening to the radio. We're trying to find a local station, for God's sakes, is impossible because half of them are Christian, the other half are country, and they've got like a classic rock station. So like that's what we've been listening to. And so we'll just have it on, listening to kind of what the local stuff's going on and that sort of thing. And then we hear a contest for a local radio station. I'm like, oh, cool. What are they doing? They're like, okay, the grand prize is $10,000. And you're like, what the fuck? For a local radio contest? What the fuck? And they're like, all right, we're going to give $10,000 to the listener that can capture the most pythons and bring them to us.
Okay. I have questions.
I did. So
you have questions. Well, you live in Florida, so I'm hoping you can answer some of my questions.
Okay. Well, fire away. I'll do my best.
So, are pythons like squirrels down there?
Well, here's the thing. I guess so, because so this all goes back to these Joe Exotic motherfuckers who want to have these goddamn reptiles and deadly things for pets.
Right.
And so they have these fuckers shipped in all over the goddamn world, and apparently pythons are not native to Florida, believe it or not.
Oh, interesting.
So what happens is these irresponsible motherfuckers ship these goddamn snakes to Florida, and they're like, I don't want to take care of it. It got too big. Why? Because it's a fucking python. It's a fucking python. Yeah, they're small to start. They eat. They get big. Yeah. Who'd have thunk it?
Hogan's got two of
them. The biggest pythons in the world,
biggest
brother.
Pythons in the world.
So when they get too big, these fuckers are just like, we'll just release it to the wild. But nothing here kills a fucking python.
Right.
So the pythons get together, and there's nothing that kills them.
So wait. So wait, hang on.
Yeah.
So in Florida,
yes,
not only do you have raccoon gangs,
yes,
but you have python gangs as well.
Well, see, snakes are more lonely creatures.
Okay.
So like, I kind of envision the pythons. It's kind of like a Tinder situation, where like,
how so?
Like you swipe left, you swipe right, you meet up, you do your thing, and then you leave.
Okay, so it's like a hit it and quit it sort of scenario with them,
right? Well, okay. Yeah, they're snakes, for God's sakes. Right. It's in the name. So,
touche.
So, there's a massive python problem here because nothing kills these fucking things, to the point where the pythons are killing the alligators.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So the pythons are getting so big because nothing fucking kills them, and they just eat everything. The swamplands are completely depleted of animal life. Like, there's no fucking deer. There's no goddamn raccoons. Like, the fucking snakes are getting them all, and it's gotten to the point where the snakes are eating the goddamn alligators.
What? Okay.
So they're like, well, we got to get rid of these fucking things because, well, fuck the alligators because we don't give a shit about them.
Gators come and get you.
If I'm gonna pick between a snake and a gator, it's Sophie's choice. Like there's no win here. But I think I'm gonna pick the gator because I know where to not go with a gator.
Sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Bergman put a goddamn... Oh, yeah, he put the Python Challenge link right in the goddamn chat. So I think I would pick the gator because I know that like, they're going to be in the water and like just stay away from the fucking water.
Right.
But like a python could be anywhere, brother. Like you don't even know.
Could be in the bush. Could be in the tree. How big do pythons typically get?
Well, apparently they just caught one of the biggest pythons in Central Florida.
Oh.
There was a 30-foot python.
Oh, yeah. So wait.
So that's
how. So what are they doing to track to track the scores? Or are people like just catching them, killing them, and then like dropping them on a table, being like, "Here you go, here's my haul for the day"?
I mean, it's Florida, brother. Like they probably got a sack. So like I
just like a sack of dead pythons.
Sack of pythons.
Okay, wait.
I mean, I'm not interested in winning this challenge.
Florida Python Challenge 2021. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission and South Florida Water Management District are pleased to announce. This is verbatim from the website. They're pleased to announce a new $10,000 Ultimate Grand Prize exclusive to the 2021 Florida Python Challenge. Thanks to their sponsors. The award will be presented to the participant who removes the most pythons as part of the competition. Both professional and novice competitors have the opportunity to win. Prizes will be awarded by the Fish and Wildlife Foundation of Florida. Prize winners will be announced at the award ceremony. So there's going to be a ceremony for this as well.
Yeah.
Additional prize amounts for the Florida Python Challenge. Most pythons, grand prize, 2,500 professional, 2,500 novice. Most pythons, there's a prize for the longest python, grand and second prize. So if you get the most, if you get the longest, you're going to win.
You get some cash.
Oh, active military personnel and veterans who register for the competition are eligible for additional prizes. So, hey, support the troops.
Support the troops.
Note, any Florida Python Challenge participant may only win one prize. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
If an individual is eligible for more than one prize, they will be awarded the prize for the highest value, and the runner-up for the category will be awarded the remaining prize. Help us remove invasive Burmese pythons from the Everglades ecosystem for your chance to win prizes to help in the native wildlife. Holy shit.
It's a real thing.
Y'all fucking know how to get wild in Florida.
Know how to get down. Yeah, we know how to get down. And fuck those snakes. So
it's just so the language used and that tickles me because somebody wrote that and they're like, this is the best thing ever. Like that made their day. Like that was the most exciting part of their day where they got to write that with like such excitement and pizzazz. Like, we're so happy to be announcing this to you. Go out there and you get yourself some pythons.
Right.
Is snakeskin a common material used down in Florida?
No, and here's the shit. Here's the issue. They made it because apparently they did the same thing with the fucking gators, man. Like apparently like the gators are endangered and the pythons are sort of endangered. I don't know. They made it illegal. You can't make material out of their skin so that they're not hunted for their fucking shit, which is why they're goddamn growing at an exponential rate because no one wants to kill these fuckers because they ain't worth a damn except for a goddamn radio contest.
So they don't really know what they're doing then, huh?
Oh, does anybody?
I mean, it's Florida, so like,
right?
Florida doesn't know anything. Okay, so are you going to be partaking in this at all?
Fuck no.
No?
Fuck no.
Why?
No, I've got better things to do.
Win yourself some money, man.
I've got no experience.
Novice, you can still participate.
Horribly afraid of snakes.
How much experience do you need? Listen, man, I drove the snake man around for a fucking weekend. Okay, I know a thing or two about snakes. I can tell you all you need to know. Just don't touch them. Even when they're trying to force you to. I mean, listen, just get yourself a net, get a couple traps, get just a big old hammer. I feel like that's all you need. Is that not
a big hammer?
We should do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna come out to Florida.
Oh, you're coming,
and we're gonna vlog this. This would be a great vlog. We'll go hunt ourselves some snakes.
You know how to get to my heart as far as to get me to do something that I don't want to do, which is we're gonna make content out of it. Like
Bergman. Contest is already over for 100 people. Well, I guess we're late on the draw, folks. Wait, the contest is over already? How?
Maybe it was just for the weekend? Was it just for the weekend, maybe?
What is it? It's just a weekend excursion?
Well, I mean, 10 grand for a weekend's worth of work. That's not bad.
No, well, it's not that. So it's up. 10 grand is the pool.
Oh, okay.
Simpsons episode, probably. I don't know.
I mean, listen, they've done it all.
They've got a Twitter with nothing on their Twitter, it seems.
Well, I mean, it's Florida. They're still waiting.
But wait, we can still vlog this though. Fuck the prize. Like, listen, fuck the prize. The prize is the content.
It ran from July 9th to July 18th.
All right, so it ran for like 9 days.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, we can still do this. Like we should do this. We should go hunt snakes.
I'm not interested.
Let's do this. No.
They got There's panthers out there too.
What do you have panthers in Florida for?
Florida Panthers.
I know, but like
the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Isn't that like the Utah Jazz? Like, there's no jazz in Utah. I'm pretty sure it's illegal. I'm like 99% sure jazz is illegal in Utah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, no, this is what we should do. Dude, you live in Florida, okay?
I know.
We should get the cameras together, okay?
Mm.
We'll find ourselves a tracker, okay? So someone who knows their way around. So let's go find us. Let's go find us a goddamn fucking python. Take it. I'm
not interested. No, you know what we should do though
for the channel. Do it for the channel.
You know what we really should do for the channel though.
What?
Let's see. Florida Panthers are extremely endangered, and you probably won't run into one. I mean, listen, the odds are in our favor, but there's still a chance. There's still a chance. But what I think we really should do, because folks, listen, apparently COVID's coming back. It's doing a reunion tour. It's like Kiss. It won't ever fucking go away.
No, it's not even like the original band anymore. It's just like a bunch of dudes who, you know.
I mean, the guy from ZZ Top died today, so.
Guy from ZZ Top did die today.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, sure.
But he's like that guy from ZZ Top. Like when you think of ZZ Top, you think of the three of them. So like, like there's a collective image of ZZ Top. So like, he's one of the ZZ Tops.
But, I mean, so wait, I'm so confused by your analysis here.
Anyway, point being,
okay,
Kiss sucks. COVID's coming back.
Kiss sucks. COVID's coming back.
Let's see. The results will be released the first week of August. So we'll have to check in on that and congratulate whoever the winner is. Yeah. Wait, what was I saying?
COVID. It's coming back.
Oh, COVID's coming back. So we don't know what's going to happen. It's there's a good chance that the goddamn brain wreck cruise might not be happening again.
This might be 2 years in a row now.
It might be 2 years in a row. Mm-hmm. Listen, the band is scared.
Understandably.
The entertainment doesn't want to be there. Mm. We want to be there for all of you. I mean, it is our cruise. Our name is on it.
It'll be 6 years in the making.
We've earned this cruise.
Anniversary. It would have been the 5th year. We're going to kind of run it the same way the Olympics are, where they just have 2020 on all the branding, which I know makes sense, but it's still funny to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, they paid a lot for those banners and flyers,
right?
Stuff,
and technically,
so
it still counts for 2020, but I can still laugh at it.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's a sham.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the cruise may or may not happen, but we've talked about some alternative plans maybe, and I think based on you wanting us to get together to do some content.
Yeah,
if
tracker. Let's go get some fucking hoverboats and go to the swamps.
No, let's not do that. The cruise was going to be in October.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the spooky season is right around October. So I say, if you come down to Florida in October anyway, let's do ourselves a ghost hunt.
Ooh, ghost hunt, and we should vlog Universal Horror Nights.
I'm in. I'm in.
And wait a second, motherfucker, you want to go hunt some ghosts, but you're not willing to hunt a python?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pythons will kill you. Ghosts are already dead.
Yep. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that there's definitely, yeah. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I feel like if the cruise gets postponed, that's it. That's it. We're done.
Listen, it's like I've said many times on this show, much like Pulp Fiction. When God gives you a sign, you listen.
You listen. Yep.
And if they're gonna cancel that fucking cruise for a third time, it weren't meant to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if it gets canceled, that's it. If it gets postponed, I think that's it. But would still like to plan on making my way out there. It might be a little bit tough for Christy because I know technically, like, she's got. It's going to be busy season for her. So I don't know what we'd be able to do there, but I think I could potentially, start on out.
Okay.
See, we'll kind of see where the road takes us.
Get yourself a little EMF detector, a little,
maybe
night vision cam. Oh, I mean, it is only like 15 hours, something like that.
Wait, how? I think we tried doing the math, and it actually wasn't that short.
I think it's like 15 hours. Like, I think it's closer than New York.
It's 17 hours.
Okay, well, get yourself a crave case of White Castle, and a big thing of Mountain Dew.
Oh God, no.
And hit the road.
Maybe I would. I think I would just fly. I would just
fly. Price flights are going up though. Like they're coming back. They're like
they might be going back down here in a little bit.
I mean, that's very fair.
They might be going back down. I think. I think you guys made a good move when you did. Just gonna throw that out there.
And I'm gonna kind of end on this. You would not be the first person that has said that. And most of the people that have told us that, like, boy, you guys are the smart ones. You guys got it, all that, are the people that are still there. Like, listen, folks, you can get out too.
I'm gonna say I mean, there was a time. Realistically, I mean, look, okay, it's tough to look at the situation back when it first started and say, oh yeah, like, this is definitely the time to move and to buy a house when there's a fucking global pandemic going on. Realistically, I think we should have moved right at the end of our first year lease. We in hindsight, it would have been the thing to do. However, we were like, you know what? There's a pandemic. Everything shut down. We know we're secure here. We ain't got to move. We ain't got to do anything. Let's just ride it out. And then you look back and you go, oh shit, they were just handing out deals left and right, weren't they?
Oh, Frontier, under $100 for a flight. There you go.
And then, like,
they could dime me on the bags though.
And then right at the end of last year, if you're like, oh, you're thinking about buying a house, maybe we'll wait a little bit. If you waited, you kind of got fucked. If you made the move, it was a good time to move because fucking middle of February, that shit blew the fuck up.
Sure did.
And if you still said, you know what, even though it's blown up, we're gonna make the move, and you did it, I think it's yeah. I think you made the good move. I think you made good timing on it.
Well, that's the thing is, like, it was definitely the right time for us because we wouldn't otherwise we would have made any money on our house. Like that's the reality of the situation. Like the market was just so that we were able to capitalize and actually make a profit for us to move into a new house.
Exactly.
Type of thing. So but at the same time, it's like everybody's just like even my lawyer, when I sold my house in New York, just like, I think you're making the right move, man. And I'm like, you could do it, like,
well, I mean,
go.
Because like, so the flip side of it too is, so in New York, if you're looking to move, I think that was the thing to do. Move in New York, get the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
The other side of it too. So like, so many more houses in Texas could be available right now, but people don't want to move. Like that's part of the thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, like I can move, but then like I gotta go buy a house in this basically like in this economy, or like in the way things are now. So yeah, it's I understand some of the hesitation, but I think if it's something you're considering, you just got to pull the trigger on it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't regret it for a second.
Yeah, good.
I regret waiting longer. That
or
waiting so long to do it.
Yeah, I think in general, I mean, look it's a 50-50 shot no matter what. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You can wait and it'll get better, or you can wait and it'll get worse.
Let's see. Harris in the chat. Depending on our next quote unquote wave of COVID and how it gets handled by our good buddy Cuomo, which I don't know if you've heard the news about him. They might end up going down south.
Don't wait.
Yeah, Cuomo.
Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
Don't
just do it.
Just do it. Just do it.
Exactly.
Do it.
Did you hear about Cuomo?
No, I got to deal with my fucking asshole governor. Okay. I got to deal with that dipshit.
He's getting away with the bodies.
Cuomo?
Yeah.
Well, of course. He legalized weed, and now he's just sweeping the bodies back under the rug.
There you go.
Oh, okay, because in Texas, they're just stacking them high, and everybody's going, oh, okay.
Florida's like, we can't even count them. So, let's see here.
Hate the heat,
I hate the heat, but I hate Cuomo. Yeah.
What's wrong with the heat?
Heat is on.
I was out with my dude. I said at the top of the show, man. I was out there mowing my lawn this morning, head to toe, just covered in sweat. It was terrible, but I loved it.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's better than the cold.
Better than cold.
All right, so let's wrap up on that.
Let's wrap this shit up.
So if you are new to this show, please subscribe. Make sure you ring that notification bell to never miss an episode.
Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We are trying to get this network to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We've only got a couple of months left. Listen.
Ain't going to happen, but try us out.
Listen, set the bar high. Okay, listen, I know I'm normally like, set the bar low, aim high. We got to set the bar high on this one, okay? I mean, right now, we got a lot of shit going on. It's kind of tough, but listen, got to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, be subscribed. Ring that notification bell. Leave a comment. Let us know that you're here. Hit us up on social media. We are Brainwreck TV across most social media platforms. We do this show each and every, what the fuck day is it today? Wednesday night, 10/9 Central. Don't be an asshole, the internet's favorite game show. It's the show where we read Reddit threads from Am I the Asshole? We judge them. We joke about them. We try to crown a new royal asshole each and every single week. We've got Prime Fails, a new show in the making right now.
Comes out event. We'll do it again sometime.
More episodes as they come. You've got State of Sunshine, more episodes as they come. Video game
Girl
date
Pockets
night,
coming soon.
Which I heard some. I heard
there's been some things.
There have been some updates on Girl Pockets. I'm quite excited.
Very excited.
Very excited. So that's going to be coming out here soon. Fucking Axanon Files. What's the story?
I swear to God, I'll do the show sometime.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Okay, I've been so fucking busy,
dude.
Okay, so I was gonna do the first episode, and then my roof leaked, so I had to fucking fix the fucking roof.
Right.
I was gonna do the next one, forgot. I was gonna do the next week, And then my fucking window started leaking. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I can't fucking catch a break to do my show where I tell you guys the truth about what's happening out there in the world. The Olympics is a sham. Your government is lying to you. And we never went to the moon.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. So much content and more coming to you on a regular basis. It's free. You don't need to pay a dime. Brainwreck TV. Help us grow. Be our friend.
Be our friend.
Be our friend.
And for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.